Tim Collins with Cullman today. I'm down at PremierProductions in the heart of downtown Cullman with Mr. Shane Quick. He's a partner here. He's also known as the brainchild and originator of RockTheSouth, but RockTheSouth's not why we're here. We want to talk about this company. It's far bigger than RockTheSouth, isn't it, Shane?
It is. We're a company of around 50 people, but we do around 500 events a year all over the world.
When I look out and I see people singing, crying, it reminds you of why you do what you do.
And the Cullman office is just one of many offices you have. You've got them all over the American Southeast, correct?
That's correct. We're all over the Carolinas. We have a new office in Nashville, Tennessee, and we've been in Cullman here for nearly 9 years. So yeah, we're all over the Southeast, but yeah, we're spread out for sure.
Now, I doubt that many people know this, but your company does 500 concerts. You have specialized concert tours. You're wearing the Outcry tour hat today. This is really worldwide.
It really is. Premier, we do conferences, we do tours, nearly 20 festivals a year all over the country. But an international touring wing is something that we've been working on for about 6 years now, and nearly every continent, obviously other than Antarctica, that we've been in with our tours. But yeah, we have a neat company here, very holistic approach, working directly with artists and pretty much doing anything that they need in regards to live events.
A young lady here who appears like she's working very hard.
Always working hard.
What's your name, ma'am?
Leah.
Leah, what do you do here?
I am the social media director.
Oh, wow. That probably keeps you incredibly busy all the time.
Yes, but it's fun. It's good.
And so, just to give people a practical example, if someone, say, was in a band, was established, they were interested in touring, they would come to you, and it's a turnkey package. You handle everything from ticketing to transportation to stage building, it all, right?
Do it all. Yeah, we many different personalities here at Premier. A lot of marketing minds and logistical people, dreamers. You name it, really. But anything from the logistical part to producing the event, whatever. Premier really is a holistic approach, well-rounded company that can just about do anything in the live event space.
And you're so
music industry.
People ask me one word to describe what Winter Jam is like. I say love.
Everybody. We try to work with people that we love and
we come together and we lift our hands and we sing songs together and we worship God.
Now, most of your concerts, bands you work with, artists, it's a Christian focus, correct?
That's correct, yeah. That's really why we exist here at Premier, is to promote the gospel through live entertainment, music, and conferences and festivals, and you name it. But yeah, that's why Premier exists. We've been together since 1996, so this is our 20th year doing that all around the world.
You kind of have a good idea of what you're doing at this point then.
Yeah.
As you talk, and I'm grasping the breadth and width and depth of all this seems like it must be almost completely a relationship business.
It really is. This is a big family. The music industry is a very tight-knit group of people. Everybody pretty much knows everybody, and we try to work with people that we love and want to work with. We always say that people ultimately always work with the people that they want to work with in the long term.
I follow you.
And but yeah, it's a tight-knit group of people.
Now, I may have this wrong, but bands are constantly on the move. Artists are on the move. They're in airplanes, buses, vans, who knows what. I'm assuming that you and your staff have a fair amount of travel time. Is that true, or do you just all do it from one office here and hang on?
It's bands really can't make a living if they're not touring, and with the way music is now and the way people get their music, and it's pretty much always been that way. Even when the record industry was, on fire and doing well, artists make a living touring, and that's so they have to be on the move if they're going to make a living, and obviously people want to see them live, and that's a big reason why people listen to their favorite bands, because they experienced it live at one time, and they stayed with them for the rest of their life. It's a lot of travel, but it's once it gets in your blood, you enjoy it and you love it, and you really wouldn't want to do anything else.
Well, let's use an example, if you don't mind. We're going to use Outcry, which is one of your most passionate, interesting projects. Can you explain in simple English to those of us who don't grasp your industry what it is that you do, and what is Outcry, and how do you make that come about in a way that you'd like?
Outcry, we work with tons of artists, but one very specific genre that we work with a lot all over the world is the worship genre, worship artists. And I've had the pleasure for many years of working with some great people, and but none of them really had ever come together and kind of went out together and did a big tour with the main focus of worship, and that's really what Outcry is. It's when all those guys kind of come together and celebrate what they do.
But she is dynamic, diverse, beautiful, and full of life. She carries a mission. She has carried it for thousands of years. There were times she wandered, times where the mission was unclear, but she continued her work. She continues it today. And the one that stood by her, championed her, picked her up when she was exhausted and lost, was the same one who gave her the mission she tirelessly pursues. Jesus.
And it took us probably 4 years to build that tour and put it together, and this will be our third tour here coming up in August, and it is incredibly rewarding, to be a part of it. But we really do everything. We put all the logistics together and book the bands and the venues and sell the tickets.
Now I'm in the back room that's not really a back room. I'm with Emily, the ticketing supervisor, and yes, those are what appears to be hundreds of tickets. How do you keep track of this? I mean, I know you've got a good computer system, but this must be monumental what you do.
Yes, we do. We have a great online system that helps us keep track of everything. We do a lot with spreadsheets, Microsoft Excel, but that helps us keep organized.
Now, do you literally put tickets in envelopes and send them to people still?
Yes.
Wow, that is pretty amazing. And so, is this a full-time job for you? Do you have other roles in the business, or it's just you and the tickets?
Full-time in ticketing.
That is really interesting. And then some of these tickets, I assume, go out electronically these days,
Yes.
so you don't have to have them printed and so forth.
Right.
Now, do you ever get out of the building, so to speak, and get to go to a show? Or
Sometimes, yes, for registration, but we try to stay here and hold on the fort.
Do all the marketing. Really a concert promoter, which is really the title of our profession, is concert promoters. We really do it all, and obviously we do it with a team, and I'm very much the kind of the dreamer, the outside of the box kind of guy, and I got a lot of incredible, highly skilled people in this company, so it's couldn't do anything without them. That's for sure.
Yeah. Well, what people may not know is PremierProductions and your role in it is completely separate from RockTheSouth. Just because you're the guy that came up with the idea of RockTheSouth,
yeah,
there's a relationship there, but they're two different things, correct?
Very much, yeah. I mean, Nathan Ball, which a lot of people in this community know Nathan. Nathan's really the driving force behind that festival. He's the guy that keeps it going day to day, and he's a guy from Fairhope, Alabama. He's a Nashville transplant. Works with some of the biggest people in the industry and practically runs the life of Alan Jackson, all his touring. Prodigy, just an incredibly talented young man, runs RockTheSouth. It's really not even this office here that runs RockTheSouth, but That's not really what we do in this office. We run around 500 events between here, like I said, the Birmingham events to all over the world. Rock the South is primarily ran by Nathan and his team.